Hi, my name is Norman Fang, and I'm the owner of the Norman's Orchid, and I help design and optimize the ratio for Megadrive, which is designed for orchid. And it is a new biotechnology that helps plant to supplement the development of the natural hormone like auxin and cytokinin. And auxin is for development of the foliage, and cytokinase is development of the flowering. Okay. In a simple term, auxin sort of like male hormone. Cytokinase is like female hormone. In the plant itself, when in the summertime, you usually have more auxin for foliage. So that's why you always have to have this equilibrium inside the plant itself. And my background is plant physiology back in Cal Poly Pomona and UC Riverside. So when the product of this proprietary enzyme by my friend, the co-founder of this enzyme, was very excited because in the 90s or early 96, 95, we experienced a lot of problem with some of the orchid in shipping, whether it's by air or by ocean container. And a lot of time orchid in shipping, which is very stressful. They lost a lot of auxin and cytokinin in the body itself. So this proprietary enzyme is, I tested for about 5 years, and we tested on 5 major orchids: Cymbidium, Cattleya, Phalaenopsis, Paphiopedium, and Oncidium alliances. So after going in and trying them on a control basis for about 3 to 5 years, we optimized a 3 ounce per gallon of ratio. And Megadrive is very, very evident on the plant, on stressful plant. For example, this is the Cattleya. Well, before we split it, you see how very stressful yellow leaf versus the new leaf after Megadrive. Okay, you see the white, yellow, green flower, leaf and flower. Megadrive actually will enhance. They're not trying to force the plant to do anything they don't. They actually help the plant internally to produce their own auxin and cytokinin, and those are the hormone plant itself. You know, you can apply a lot of fertilizer on your plant, but if they cannot absorb it, it doesn't do them any good. So that's why Megadrive is wonderful to help plant to absorb all the nutrient in there, and also increase the cytokinin, the male and female hormone inside the plant itself. So in the result, you're gonna have better foliage, you're gonna have more root system, better foliage, better flower, and you work wonderful on Oncidium, cherry baby, or even just a miniature Oncidium like this. You notice that the nice, strong, suitable. You always, the first thing you apply Megadrive, you're gonna see is very strong root system. Without a good, strong root system, nothing will help to absorb the nutrient. And you work on Paphiopedium, whether it's the lady zipper, the variegated, the tropical Asia type, or the South American Familiarize. They help plant to flower younger plant, to flower earlier. This is the Cattleya in just a 2-inch pot. You don't have to go over pollen, but it helps the plant to mature earlier, and you can cut down your production time, your flowering time. It is about 1 year. Okay, so this is what Megadrive is all about. So what is Megadrive? Megadrive is made in United States. So we only can because it doesn't, the proprietary enzyme does not come in powder, and actually it's the liquid form. So this is why it's hard to ship to overseas, because it's so heavy. It had to come in the liquid form, and we had to register this one as an ornamental, almost a foliar fertilizer in California. where we are located. The law is actually behind the science. There is no category for bioenzyme. In California, it can register as a foliar fertilizer or pesticide. So the law is really behind the science. So if you look at the label on Megadry, it says 303, and you say, oh, that's just a very diluted fertilizer. But there's more than that, because what it is, we have registered as a foliar fertilizer. But you also notice that there's no phosphate. The middle number is missing. The Megadry, when you use them, you always use alone. You never mix up with fertilizer, like 20-20-20 or any other fertilizer, because the phosphate in the fertilizer will deactivate the enzyme, and so nothing will do good. So make sure when you spray them, I will usually designate a one spray tank just for Megadry. You never use the one that use a sprayer also being sprayed with fertilizer, because sometimes it's hard to clean up. It might have some of the phosphate residue inside, so that will deactivate the enzyme. So Megadry is best. It's actually wonderful, and they can absorb through the leaf is through the foliar application. You just spray the foliage, okay? And we actually have the data, so it's actually very, very economical to use. We have the data. We actually dissect over 2,000 of the analysis. So we do take leaf tissue analysis from the leaf, from the stem, flower stem, from the mineral crown to the root tips. And to my surprise, it only takes 2 hours for Megadry, once you spray them, to find a Megadry enzyme at the bottom of the root tip. This is how fast they absorb. So to know the detail how the Megadry work, there's a website called megadry.com. They will post on the screen here. So go through them, and if you have a big collection, I usually like to use auto. The optimum is 3 ounces per gallon of water. So all you have to do just set the dial at 3 ounces, pour the Megadry content in there. You might have 200-300 plants outdoor, so it's a medium. Just hook it up to your hose, water hose, and just spray the foliage. And that's one way to do it. If you have a small collection, you can actually work even better. It's more by pouring as water, but make sure you wet the foliage, and you can also wet down to the potting media. It's more costly that way, but the result is amazing. I've been doing this Megadry since 2010, and ever since we have been proven on the Megadry for a lot of botanic garden, Greater New York Orchid Society, Huntington Botanic Garden, Amazon greenhouses use it. A lot of even the Smithsonian, the National Museum, also use it, Megadry. A lot of the rescue center also use the Megadry to save some of the endangered species that maybe in transit could be really stressful in transit by mail and so on. So I would give the Megadry a try. Visit the website, and you use every other week, twice a month, minimum for 4 times. After that, you can use once a month for maintenance. Depending on your weather, if your area is like very short day, long night, but if you are going under the light, where you have control on the light, or you live in Florida, your sunshine is abundant throughout the year, the optimum ratio is 3 ounces per gallon, and then every other week or twice a month. And visit the website, and we also have a Megadry Facebook page, so join and see for yourself.